Hello everybody. Today I'm going to be talking about the Racing Carnival. The Racing Carnival is going to be set to start on early February alongside the All Uma banner. So the first banner that is going to be released on February, we are going to have the Racing Carnival. And this event is going to be extremely interesting. I'm going to be talking about it, and I'm going to talk about the rewards that you will get once you finish this event. Let's start things off. There's going to be 5 Umas that are going to be selected for everybody. For the first patch, it is going to be Grass Wonder, King Hilo, Saiyan Sky, and then Special Week. And the major or the main Uma is going to be El Condor Pasa. So how it works is that the hard difficulty, which is going to be Grass Wonder, King Halo, Saiyan Sky, and Special Week, those are automatically open for you. You can select any of them, and doing the race is actually going to consume an RP, which is the same currency that we use for team trials. So the RP bottles that you have saved up will now be extremely effective during this period of time, since you can use it to get yourself a lot of event points here. After you beat 2 of these Umas, keep in mind that each one of them is actually going to be on a different map. For example, Grass Wonder is Nakayama Turf 1600 meters, which means that this is going to be a mile track. However, for Special Week, it is going to be Nakayama Turf 2200 meters. So that means this is going to be a medium one. If you are planning on using one Uma for this entire challenge, then I highly recommend you just picking an Uma that is extremely good in mile and medium. Something like Mihono Bourbon, Marozensky, or even Smart Falcon if you got her turf attribute high enough. Any Uma can work, also Ogre Cap. Once you beat 2 of them, the very hard difficulty, which is going to be El Condor Pasa, is going to be unlocked. However, there is going to be a small chance where instead of getting El Condor Pasa, you get the alternative outfit, which is basically the true boss. This is going to be very hard difficulty and extreme difficulty. Every time that you do very hard difficulty, it gets reset back. So you will need to do extra 2 hard races in order to race against El Control Pasa again. If you only got very hard difficulty 3 times in a row, then the next one is going to be guaranteed to be the alternative outfit for El Condor Pasa, being the fantasy version. So yeah, that's pretty much the TLDR of the mechanic of the race. But how do we get the event points? This is going to be extremely important, and I want to talk about it because holy, this shop or like the items are very expensive for the first time. So what this is that if an Uma races and the race against a different Uma like Grass Wonder, Fantasy, Condor Pasa, any stage, she would get 1 level for the Carnival race spark. Once she races again, she will get it at level 2 spark. So for example, I have Tokai Teo, which has a level 1 festival level bonus. Once she races, she will get a level 2 spark on that Tokai Teo. If I then inherit that Tokai Teo on, let's say, Special Week will get level 2 for the festival race. Then if I inherit that Special Week, I would get level 3. And once I inherit that level 3 from Special Week, I would get level 4. So on, so forth until level 5 Spark, giving me level 5 Festival Race Spark. So why does it matter? you get double the amount of points at level 5, which is extremely important. The amount of points that you need is very high, so this is actually going to be extremely helpful. So please try to get level 5 Spark. The economy, how it is that you get about 1000 at hard difficulty. If you have the level 5 Spark, that will be doubled. Very hard is going to be 2000 for OG El Condor Pasa, and Fantasy El Condor Pasa gives you about 2500 total in event points. So why is the number not 5000 here? It's because proccing skills gives you a slight amount of event points, which is of course nice, but keep in mind that winning is just very important compared to usual. So just aim for the win and don't really give too much thought about the skills giving you extra event points. So the event shop itself and the missions, there is going to be missions, of course. The final stage of the mission gives you a rainbow fragment shard, and as you can see, it requires you to get 200,000 total points. This is going to be either time consuming, or you're just going to brute force it and just drink a lot of RP potions with a level 5 Festival Spark to get double the amount of event points, so that you can finish it very quickly. The shop itself, if you just want to buy the essentials, requires you to have 194,500 event points. This is going to be extreme. However, again, just get level 5 and it should be fine. So this is the shop itself. There is some stuff that is going to be like infinitely purchasable, but these are the most important ones. Over here, the Rainbow Fragment Shard is going to cost 60,000 event points. Then the gold one is going to cost 30,000. There's going to be 3 of each Umamusume support card ticket, and also the support card ticket. So both of them are going to be 3. So that is nice. Then we have 10 goddess statues, because you can buy 10 over here. And then you can buy 10 shards of each Uma that is featured during the Carnival race. So 10 for King Halo, 10 for Grass Wonder, 10 for Sand Sky, 10 for Special Week, El Condor Pasa Original, and also the Fantasy version. You can buy 10 alarm clocks and also 10 releasing parfait. However, to buy everything in here, it will cost about 30,000 event points. In my recommendation, the shards are most important. Then it goes to the tickets. Then you buy the goddess statues, and then the alarm clocks, and then the Umamusume of your choice if you want to get their star pieces. Then you get 10 additional star pieces from beating them over here. So that means that the total will be 20. But let's say that you just want the rewards and only pick the most important stuff and not really care about the Uma star pieces. So these are going to be your rewards. You will get about 1,000 carats, 110,000 minis, 50,000 support points, 10 alarm clocks, 2 of each fragment crystal, and the gold one is actually going to be extremely important, by the way. 3 for each Uma and support card ticket, 25 goddess statues, and then either 10 or 20 star pieces of all Umas if you decided to grind for all of them. So, in conclusion, for the gold crystal, since I want to talk about it, we finally get our first gold crystal. This is going to be very helpful. So currently on global we have 14 shards. As am I making this video, this nice nature, grass wonder and ogre cap legends race is going to be soon to release, maybe potentially tomorrow. So we will get 2 additional fragments over here, so that's now 16. A new story event will make it now 19, and now with the release of the Carnival race we will get 2 additional fragments. So that means that we will end up at 21, and that means we finally get our first gold crystal that is not given to us through the inbox day 1. So yeah, that is very nice for the gold one. However, for the rainbow one, we unfortunately are just one off. The next story event will mean that we finally get the second SSR limit break crystal, and that is going to be extremely helpful. So the TLDR of this event is that you just want to rush for the level 5 race spark so that you can grind this event using your level 5 Uma. Build a strong enough Uma so that she can do all of these by herself. It's not really that difficult, and you should be rewarded very well. One last thing that I want to talk about is that each day you will get 5 RB bottles while this event is open. So that means that you could use your RB bottles that you have saved up earlier and start going crazy, so that you can get a lot of event points, and that means that you get to buy the shop. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you found this video to be helpful, consider subscribing and consider joining the Discord, link it in the comment section, and I hope to see you in the next one.